Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friendly neighborhood Dr. Jimmy 12888, and I bring to you another video. This time it is a GPU Wars video. Okay. I was reading through Historia.net, a popular forum site here in Cebu, and I read this thread about a guy thinking of upgrading his video card. But that was but that was the initial reason why I wanted to do this video. And he was given choices, and I wasn't really digging the choices. But I decided to turn the whole situation around. So instead of upgrading from a, let's say, his old video card, which is a performance video card, to a mid-end video card, how about, yeah, I know that was a confusing story. Erase. Now let's say you are building a new system, okay, and you're on a budget. You've only budgeted about 5 to 7,000 pesos for your video card, and you come across someone who's selling a card like uh, GTX 460, like this one from Plat. Haha. Okay, so the GTX 460 it's still a really nice card. This is like 2 generations back, because today we have like the 600 series. This is a 400 series, right? So he's offering 460. You saw this card up for sale second hand, and in today's market it goes right around 500 pesos, 5,000, 5 peso mark. But something in you wants you to get a brand new card. Let's say, okay, first you want it to be brand new, and then you want it to be newer generation. But the only card that actually fits into your 5 to 7,000 peso card range is this. This is a Sapphire HD 7770 Vapor X, and I think this is like an overclock version. I don't know, but yeah, let's say a 7770. So you're faced with two choices: a performance card, which is about 5,000 pesos, second hand in today's market, like let me, like the 460, or get a brand new card, newer generation, and the only thing that fits into your 5 to 7,000 peso budget is something like this, a 7770 Vapor X. So, which of those cards would be the best? Would be most advantageous, and would be most advantageous for you? Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pit this versus this. It's old school versus new school. It's performance level old school versus entry level new school, and that's the situation. Okay, it's not about upgrading from this to this. It's about choosing this, which is a really good card, a very good card until today. I think it's, yes, DirectX 11, and then this one a newer generation Sapphire card, or yeah. Okay. Hmm. So let's compare the cards first. Now, specs wise, this is a 1 GB GDDR5 128-bit card. Okay. Power consumption wise, it is much better. It only uses one single 6-pin. Cooling wise, you have no problem absolutely with the cooling. And this actually runs most modern games on reasonable settings. Okay, a brand new 7770 VaporX would cost like around 7 plus or 7. And then you have your old school card, okay, which consumes a little bit more power. As you see, there are two 6-pin power connectors, but is still a beast until today. So which card would you choose? Let's get down to what I'm going to do for comparison. Benchmarks: 3D Mark 11, 3D Mark Vantage, Heaven 3 Unigine. Alien versus Predator. And then my game and the gameplay for gameplay, we're going to use Skyrim, Battlefield 3, Borderlands 2. Sorry, Borderlands and mm, mm, yeah, I think that's it. Haha. Okay. So there, those are the games and benchmarks. System. Of course, you have my system here on the side. You've seen it a lot. I'll just put the system specs below. I'm going to use that for testing. And of course, I'm going to throw in specs from a 7750. That's a Sapphire HD 7750. Just for the sake of comparison. Okay? So, without further ado, let's go. Okay, so I know I said we're going to go into the benchmarks, but I forgot to go through the card specifications first. So we're going to start off with the Sapphire HD 7770 Vapor X edition. Okay, so it's 1 gig 1 to 8-bit GDDR5 memory. It is 5200 megahertz effective. It is clocked at 1100 megahertz at the core. Of course, uses the 28 nanometer process. I think forgot the name of the chip name, but it also has 640 stream processor. So there you go. That is it. And of course, let's move on to the GTX 460. And now we have the GTX 460 in the case. This time it is a Plat GTX 460. It has the same amount of RAM, 1 gigabyte. However, its memory interface is 256-bit. It uses GDDR5 memory. It's clocked at 800 megahertz. Memory clock is 2000 megahertz. Its processor clock is 1600 megahertz. It has 336 CUDA cores. Of course, it's an older version of the NVIDIA cards, 2 generations back. So how will this fare? Will the memory interface of 256-bit conquer the 1 to 8-bit of the newer version and newer architecture cards? Let us see. So now with both, the tail of the tape has already been told, let us now get down to the benchmarks. And 3, 2, 1. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was GPU Wars 2. That song, by the way, is brought to you by Elric Ferris Music, the guy from motherboards.org. He's just, I love I love the benchmark song. And all credits to him. If you're gonna flag my video for using it, it's fine. I mean, I'm not really making any money out of YouTube. I'm just doing this for the people here in my area. Doesn't matter. It's just a great song. Credits and everything, all rights reserved. Motherboards.org, Elric Ferris Music, Elric Ferris himself. Big shout out to you, sir.
Anyway, so there you have it. You saw the benchmarks. I was actually surprised that the 7770 actually beat the 640 in the synthetic benchmarks. I'm talking about 3D Mark 11 and 3D Mark Vantage. It was really, a wide gap between the two, but the 460 closed it in the Heaven and AVP benchmarks. Gameplay wise, while I was playing the games, the 7770 felt a little better than the 460, except for in Battlefield. I did promise I'll throw in Borderlands 2 and Skyrim, however, I can't seem to work out the benchmarking because, I don't know, it stayed flat on 60 FPS on both cards. But when I played Borderlands, the 7770 felt a little better. And when I played Battlefield 3, the 460 felt much smoother. So there you have it. So it's back and forth action. I think what it all comes down to is if I were to make a choice between the two, I would choose because of power consumption. So I would definitely go with. They're behind me. I would definitely go with the 7770 if given this choice. For one reason, it's a newer card. It's a newer card, though it might cost a little bit more. But hey, it's the new architecture. What else? Why would I choose it? It looks nice. I like it over any 460 looks. Or any 460 card, even though that's palette, but if you get all the other 460 cards, I kind of like it. I kind of like the 7770 better in terms of looks. Power consumption wise, make the choice there. I would definitely go for the 7770. But if you're really on a budget, you can't go beyond 7,000, and you find one. Sorry, you can't really go over. You can't really spend 7,000 pesos for a video card. That's what I'm trying to say. If you really can't spend 7K on a video card, you only have like 5K plus, find a second-hand 460, and make sure you just have a good power supply, so that you don't blow it up. So there you go. The choice is yours. Again, the question was, if you're building a system, you're on a budget, and you had the choice of those two cars, which would you pick? There's my choice. I would go with the 7770 if I can go up to the 7,000 peso range. But the 7770 non-Vapor X comes in at around 6K, 5K. Power Color is selling their 7770 for around 5K, 5,200 pesos. So yeah, okay, you could go with Power Color. But yeah, it's a pretty even fight. The cards performed extremely well, despite the 640 being an older generation card. It still competes with the newer entry level cards. Okay, of course, the older generation performance cards prices would go really down. And, yeah, whatever. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend and neighbor, Dr. Jimmy, and I have brought to you GPU Wars installment number 2. For any comment suggestions, feel free to comment below. If you don't like me, then bye-bye. If you like what I do, like, subscribe, whatever. It's just a small channel. It's just a small time channel. And yeah, Dr. Jimmy out.